Hey guys, before you watch this video, I just want you to know that I am featuring some of my very honest feelings. I hope that this doesn't come across negative, but I am very honest in my Q&A, so I just wanted to let you guys know that if I'm not as positive or as fun as the art of phonology typically is, this is Keanna. Enjoy watching. Hi guys. Oh my god. It is so hard to be a teacher. Oh. Hi guys, I am the Art of Phonology and welcome back to my channel. I am having quite the week. So this was supposed to be my Q&A and my giveaway for Get Your Teach On Level Up, which it still will be, but I recorded this last weekend. I was supposed to have this posted last weekend, have the giveaway, all of those things, and life has just been throwing me blow after blow. Not really life, more like work, and I don't know, I'm just having a hard time. But if you're new here, my name is Keanna. I'm a 5th grade teacher in Metro Atlanta, and I'm the Art of Phonology on all social media platforms, and I am going to do a Q&A. I've just been having a doozy of a week. Also, when I recorded this vlog the first time, like, it was just not good. It was not good at all. So I decided to re-record it. I knew I would look better one of these days. So that day is today. It's Thursday. I haven't vlogged how school is going in a while, but understand that it is definitely time for a change. It is definitely time for a change. I'm actually supposed to be in a meeting right now, but there's just been so much mess in my life that for some reason I no longer have access to the verification text messages that are needed in order for me to log into my district account. I don't keep my work email on my phone because it's extremely toxic when you're already having a horrible school year. So I don't have access to tell the people in charge that I can't make the meeting and it's a district meeting. And it's just like, So I decided to take out my camera and do this regurgitation, and now I'm going to go ahead and hop into my Q&A. So thank you for letting me vent, and without further ado, let's hop on in. Okay, so I am going to answer your questions. A little while ago, now over a week ago, I asked you guys if you had any questions for me. I would be answering them in a Q&A that I thought I was going to be posting last weekend. But here I am now doing that, and at the end of this video, I will be giving you details to let you know how one of you may be able to win a ticket to the Get Your Teach On Level Up conference that I will be presenting at. The link is going to be in the description to this video so that you guys are able to participate if you are interested. So make sure you watch till the end so that you guys can also see how you could possibly win a ticket to the Level Up conference. If you don't follow me on Instagram while I'm getting these questions pulled up, be sure to follow me. I am the Art of Phonology on Instagram, and I'm going to have to dig into my archives to find the questions that you guys asked. Honestly, I haven't really been very active on social media in the past week or so, so it's not too hard to go find it. First question, when will you be moving to the Midwest? I have no intentions of moving to the Midwest anytime soon. I think this question was asked because my boyfriend Destin lives in Indiana. He lives in Indianapolis. But I love living in the city, and I love living in Atlanta, and I don't love Indiana. So if it's up to me, I will not be moving to the Midwest anytime soon. So yeah, I don't plan to move to Indiana anytime soon. Not at all. I'm okay where I am right now. The next question is, I think, from someone that works in my district. It says, how are you adjusting to the new laptops and new technology setup? So elementary teachers in my district got retrofitted. Oh, I don't know the word. But we got new laptops that are touchscreen, and you can fold them backwards. They can turn into tablets or whatever. And we got a new monitor. Yeah, and it's really nice. The computers are already having some technical difficulties, and we just got them in January, but we're going with it. And it's still better than those clunkers that we had before. I think I'm adjusting pretty well. I think I'm adjusting pretty well to the new technology. I do have my moments where it is a little bit funky, but I've had to definitely adjust in that with Corona and like us being quarantined for so long, and then even like being digital a lot with the concurrent teaching that I do, like I felt like I was always looking down, and my chiropractor was just talking about my neck, like the curvature of my neck. So now I keep my laptop on a high stand, and I had to get a Bluetooth keyboard and a Bluetooth mouse to keep below so that I can still type without it being like up in the air, but also like have my face level, because I just couldn't. Well, I couldn't do that at all. But I do typically have my computer connected to a monitor, and then whatever I'm showing my in-person learners is connected to the projector, and then I'm sharing that projector view with my Zoom students who are with me right there. It is a lot harder to explain like what it looks like when I'm at home sitting on my bedroom floor. But if I remember, I will try to capture a video footage of how I set up the different parts of my learning in the classroom and all that digital technology setup. There's no way you could teach the school year with just 2 screens or even 1 screen. I can't imagine just having 1 screen and trying to make the school year work. I would probably pull my hair out, and I'm already on the verge of pulling my hair out already. So that would not work out very well. Okay, next question. How do you handle time management with online learning? I'm not sure if this is like time management within my lessons or personal time management, but understand that I'm failing at kind of both. So within my lessons, with the typical workshop model, we know like our mini lesson's supposed to be really short. We spend most of our time in small groups and things like that, and then you have your closing and you have your activator. Time is like not even really a thing this year. Sometimes my mini lessons are short, and I do have that long block for my small groups, but sometimes my mini lessons are maxi, like today when I got observed, and there were no small groups. So time management is hard. I also not only teach math in my 2-hour blocks, but I have to teach science and social studies. So like some days science needs a little more time and my math needs to be shorter, and some days my social studies is going to be really short because my math was too long, and every day is a mystery, which keeps you on your toes, I guess. Yeah, so my time management instructionally is the best that it can be given the circumstances, and I've just really had to give myself grace. I'm learning this more and more each week. Like, the weeks are starting to get harder and harder. But I don't know, I was going through this period where everything seemed to flow, and now things are getting a little rough again. And now that we're testing, it's like, okay, reviewing all those things and still teaching new content, but also in this concurrent format. It's a lot. I just went on a whole rant. But yeah, that's that. Now, life-wise, I am not managing my time as well either. I go through these periods where I'm like super hyper productive and I'm getting all the things done. Videos edited, Instagram posts are done, blog posts are written, grades are in the grade book, lessons are already planned 2 weeks in advance. And then in the recent weeks, I've been having these moments where I am so bogged down by anxiety and like thoughts of what coworkers are saying or friends are saying, and it's not even necessarily things that have been, some things have been said very outwardly, or there's been actions to back that up, but other things I think I'm internalizing and thinking that people are thinking about me, and it's like crippling in a way. And that sounds probably more dramatic than it is, but for me, it's just that I get so lost in my thoughts in recent weeks that I've just been like laying in bed and my to-do list is getting longer, and then I stress about my to-do list getting longer, and so I don't know, there's like, it ebbs and flows. I think that's how you refer to that. So when I'm kicking butt, my time management is very much like, this hour I'm doing this hour I'm doing this, and I write everything out, and the planning really does help me be successful. It's just that recently I've been planning and like, I just don't have the oomph to make it all happen. Yeah. The next question I have on here is, where do you see yourself in 5 years in regards to your career? That question's always been really hard for me to answer. 5 years ago, definitely wouldn't think that I would be going into my 4th grade level in my 7th year of teaching. It's crazy to think about, but I think it's also pretty cool to me. In 5 years, I don't have like major aspirations like to be a school principal or work for the school district or be an instructional coach. Like, I've always wanted to teach and be an in-classroom teacher. It does get harder as years go on, and I know that when I was a first-year teacher or a second-year teacher, it's like those teachers are just miserable. Like, I love what I do. Like, that's my passion. But it has gotten harder. It has gotten harder to feel that same love, and I know the pandemic is the main thing that's making me feel this way. Last year, it was just a challenging situation in that I felt like I wasn't being as effective. This year, I know I'm fully capable of being effective. It's just so many other factors that are playing a role. But in 5 years, I would love to loop with a group of students again. I got to do that my my second year going into my third year. I looped with my second graders and took them to third grade with me, and it was literally the best experience ever as a teacher, and I so much want that. I think that's the feeling that I keep chasing in my career. Like, I've had like such a high moment so early in my career that I'm like, I think each year I'm like, oh, still fighting for that feeling, still trying to get that feeling back. And I know that even if I were to loop again, like that group of kids, those moments we shared were so special. That will always be just that, and that can't be replicated. But I would love a new experience that also can't be replicated. But the thing about looping is that, one, you have to find a school that will allow you to loop with your group or loop with your students, and you also want to make sure it's a group of kids that you wouldn't mind teaching again. For me, I want to go back to second grade, and I want to potentially loop with them up until fifth grade, which seems insane. Like, I know how much my kids were bickering by the end of our second year together, but the family vibes were just so amazing, and I would just love to see, I don't know, I would just love to see the growth over time and be able to build on that each year. And you just hop right in at the beginning of the school year. You don't have to like waste all that time getting acclimated. I don't know. I just feel like I don't know that I'm able to make that happen. I don't even know that that's something I can work towards, but that's what I would love to take place like 5 years and 5 years from now. Be in a situation where I'm set up to have a group of students that I would like to loop with and have that ability to do so. The next question is a good one. It says, how late do you stay past your contract hours, and do you take work home every night, and do you ever take a full day off? That's a lot of questions. Well, one, I do not take my work computer home anymore. I was always the teacher that worked at home. Like, I would stay at work late and then continue to work at home, and I need to protect my mental health, my physical health, and leaving my work at work has definitely helped with that and making sure I get my job done while I'm at work. And if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. I have never been that type of teacher. Like, if it doesn't get done, it doesn't get done. But I've had to take that on for myself because I was having such a hard time this school year. I am looking forward to next school year and like getting back. I know it sounds so crazy, but getting back to like wanting to be at work long hours and doing all those extra things. But right now, I leave at my contract time. Like today, I left at 3:45. Albeit, I did leave to get back home by 5 o'clock to do this meeting from 5 to 7 that I can't even attend. But typically, I leave by 4 o'clock because that's what's best for me at the time. But typically, like any other school year, that was never the case. Like, I was like a 5 o'clock, 6 o'clock teacher on an average day. So this is very new. It was one of my goals for 2021. Like, even last semester, I wasn't doing this. But I have stuck with that since January when we returned back to school. And it's been a game changer. I would suggest it. Do you ever take a full day off? I used to take mental health days just when I needed it, or I needed a day to grade, but this year it's just been so challenging to take days off, and also being asked not to take days off because there's no subs and feeling the guilt, even though you are like melting inside, at least it seems. It's just really hard to take those full days off. I did take off a mental health day in December when I felt like I was literally on the verge of breaking. And I did take off this past Monday for my birthday. I would love to take off more days, honestly, because I feel like I need them, especially now and just feeling like I'm struggling. But there's just no subs. And so, yeah, it's definitely guilt. It's unfortunate, but you feel guilt if you want to take care of yourself. It's like, take care of yourself, but don't take care of yourself during school time. Use your weekends to take care of yourself, but also get this work done that you probably need to do on the weekends because you didn't have time to do it all at school. I have taken off 2 days this whole school year, but I don't feel like that's very much. I would love to take off more, but testing's coming up, so you guys know how that goes. The next question says, how does teaching fuel your personal style or vice versa? I hate to think that I dress like a teacher, but I also like my teacher style, so maybe, I don't know. I don't really know how to answer this question all that much. Maybe it's a little bit of both. Like, I like for some of the things, I specifically do choose to pick things that I know will stand out and make me a little different from other teachers. And so, like, the earrings I'm obsessed with, the glasses, like, outfits, I'm all about that. Like, the t-shirts, I do get a lot of teacher tees, a lot of teacher earrings. If it's, like, a teacher accessory, I'm probably going to buy it. But that's just more of me, like, wanting to stand out, something that my students will take note of and pay attention to. Those are the things that do call me. But in my personal life, honestly, when I'm lounging, I don't really do too much because of COVID anyway. I am wearing a teacher tee almost all the time. But I like things that are just a little different and not like my style. Like, this dress is not something that like someone else wouldn't wear. It's more of like the little accessories or the little touches that like, like that tells me a little bit about your personality. I guess my personality is like stand out a little bit, and so these help me stand out just a bit, or they're a little more fun, and I really do try to play off of the fun in my name. I don't start the school year like I'm the fun teacher because I'm Miss Fenderbrick, but as the students get to know me, I kind of show that in other ways, and so then they kind of make that connection. So the spunky glasses or the spunky earrings, spunky whatever, I'm all about that. I do like those little quirky things. The next question is, how do you spend your summers? Well, before COVID in the summer of 2020, I always taught summer school, and I just tried to use summer as like a time to make as much money as possible. And summer school's like such easy money, and I always liked that I got to be at school extra anyway, which sounds so lame, I guess, or nerdy, but I love that I was at school. I could like get my classroom set up for the next school year like early in the summer. I wouldn't have to wait until August or July when everybody else is in a time crunch. But last summer, I just kind of developed, like, I focused on myself, and I did, like, more teacher PD. I do those anyway, but I did more, like, those virtual PDs. I tried to do better about my Instagram business and doing SponCon, like, sponsored posts and building my business. And so I think I plan to do the same thing this summer, just building what the art of phonology is with my TPT, blogging, vlogging, all the things, and doing that. And I think this summer what's going to be best for me is to spend my time away from like school building things. I am switching grade levels, so it is going to be important that I get my classroom set up and not be stressed in August. But I think right now it just brings me the most joy to do these things, talking to people, doing my blogs, doing all of the TPT things. Instagram, you guys know, is like my special place. So I think I want to focus on those things that make me happy and make me feel successful. So that's what I plan to do this summer. And typically every summer I do take a trip. Last summer, even in Corona, Dustin and we went to Florida. This summer, I don't know what we're doing, but the summer before, I went to Dallas, and then the summers before I had gone to Paris and England. I had gone to LA. So I always take a trip that like first weekend as soon as school ends, like I start off my summer with a trip. So hopefully we can make a trip happen this year. I probably should plan that sometime soon. The next question says, what resources do you use to challenge students in math? And this is coming from a third grade math teacher. So resources that I love for challenging my students are 3-act task and open middle task. They are amazing, and they can be tailored to any grade level. So I did 3-act tasks when I taught 3rd grade, and initially I was like, these are so hard. Why would I make my kids do this? But it's not hard because it's, one, a real world situation, and two, there's multiple ways that students can come about finding the correct answer. And so it's what they call low floor, high ceiling. So like anyone can start wherever they are, but you can take it as challenging or as difficult as you would like for it to go. So in a 3-act task, there are 3 acts. The first act, the students are presented with some information, like, or a situation, and they have to talk about what they notice, what they wonder, what question could they possibly be answering. And I call these like math mysteries, so because I want them to understand that they're looking for clues to try to figure out what they're solving or what they're solving for. So then after identifying the main question, you go into Act 2, which is like the estimating and trying to get more information. So what do you think the answer might be to that main question? And what else do you need to know? Because there will be other information that they need to know, and that's where the critical thinking comes in. Like, okay, like I know I need to answer this question, but I only have this much. Like, what else would I need to know to answer this question? And then Act 3 is solving it and finding the solution to the main question. So I can link some of those. Some of my favorites are like Robert Kaplinski. There's others, but right now my brain is tired and I'm so sorry for not being able to list more. But those are definitely great. And the open middle tasks are also great. They can be very challenging even for myself. Sometimes I just let my students go at it and see what happens. But for those, the students have to fill in these different boxes. I will try to maybe even show a picture like right here. And the students have to fill in different boxes with digits from 0 to 9 or 1 to 9, and they have to think about how the numbers could interrelate to fill in an equation or make a number sentence true or something like that. So those are also really, really good. So those are my 2 favorites for challenging students. Next question. How do you stay inspired as a teacher in 2021? I might come back to that, because I've already had this whole video on me sharing my honest teacher feels thus far, so let me come back to that. The next question is, do I have any siblings? I do. I have a younger brother. He's 3 years younger than me, and he is a sailor in the Navy, so yeah, he lives in California. Last question though, how do you stay inspired as a teacher in 2021? I had to start doing things that bring me joy, and I had to accept that, like, maybe I'm not getting the most joy from teaching right now. And I don't think that this will last forever. I'm prayerful that it will not last forever, because teaching is my thing. Like, this is what I was supposed to do for the rest of my life. This is what always brought me the most joy. And I think even in finding that it's not making me as happy this school year, I have this like sense of loss of self, because so much of myself was teaching. Everything I did was around teaching. All of my hobbies are around teaching. Everything that brought me joy was teaching. And so for me to, and I am not saying that I am not happy every single day. It's just that this year I don't leave work feeling fulfilled every day, or like I don't feel like I'm the best me for my students. I don't feel like I'm the best me for myself, and I feel like I'm chasing a goal or a task, or I'm chasing something that just seems like just out of my reach. Like I'm working hard to be a good teacher and it's still coming up short every time, and that's such a hard feeling. So to give myself joy or make me feel happy in 2021 as a teacher, I've had to think about what things do make me feel fulfilled, make me feel successful, and bring me joy. And that's the things that I do for myself. I cherish my time alone. Like, I mean, I'm recording now, but I like it quiet. I like to be alone. Like, more than ever before, I very much just need that sense of being alone. And I like having the time to just sit and work on things that I know will make me feel successful. Whether that be posting on Instagram or getting a Teachers Pay Teachers product finally created that took me way longer than I needed to. Doing those things that I know will invest in my future, and these are hobbies that I've been working towards, things that I never thought I'd be able to accomplish, like basically creating a business out of a hobby. Those are the things that bring me joy. And so I've had to look beyond the classroom and look beyond teaching necessarily, at least teaching in the classroom, for those things that bring me joy. And they're all teaching related because, like I said before, all of my hobbies are related to teaching because that is what still brings me joy. But I've just tapped into other parts of teaching that bring me joy that sometimes instructionally or work-wise I'm not receiving or like attaining at the moment. I know it won't last forever though because I have positive thinking. And next year will be a new year. I have answered all my questions. I hope that was not like too negative. I did want to be very honest, and those are just my honest feelings. The school year has been hard, but I am doing my best. And now that you heard all of the answers to my questions, it's time for a giveaway. So, I'm presenting at the Get Your Teach On Level Up conference. I'll be presenting 2 sessions, so one for 3rd grade rounding and another one for coordinate grids and all of those things 5th grade. And I'm so excited because even though this school year is tough, I love teaching math. That truly is one of my passions. And honestly, even in a tough school year, like my lessons are still helping me feel successful. Seeing my students grow is like that's honestly my saving grace of the school year, because initially I was like, oh my god, I'm the worst teacher ever, these kids are not learning. But y'all, if there's one thing that's taken place, these kids are learning. So excited to still be able to talk about math in my outside hobbies, and that includes Get Your Teach On. So I'm super excited about that. I'm lucky enough to be able to give away 2 tickets. I'll be giving away 1 ticket on my Instagram. So like I said, if you don't follow me on my Instagram, be sure to follow me because there's going to be a post with details about a giveaway there. But I'm going to be giving away 1 ticket to a lucky winner who viewed this video. So here are the rules. Rule number 1, make sure you're subscribed. Rule number 2, you have to be a K-5 teacher that is going to utilize this and teach math or ELA. Rule number 3 is you just need to comment and tell me how you're leveling up in your classroom this school year, or how you would use this virtual conference to help you level up. This conference is taking place March 13th, so it's very, very soon, and I'll be announcing the winner on March 10th. Yeah. I'll be announcing the winner on March 10th to a lucky viewer, and I'll be announcing the winner on March 10th to a lucky viewer and letting you know via Instagram, maybe? Not sure. I don't know. We'll figure out the details, but be sure to subscribe, and I will let you guys know. As always, thank you so much for watching, and honestly, if you made it to this point, thank you so much for listening. I really appreciate you guys. I know I'm not alone, and that's why I feel comfortable sharing my feelings. And even if I am alone, it is nice for me to just get it out, because I am having a hard time. And I want people to know that even though I may seem positive on social media and things like that, I, 1, seem positive because those are the things that bring me joy. But 2, I'm having a hard time just like you may be. But anyway, I've talked enough. I hope you guys have a fabulous weekend. Thank you so much for watching, and good luck to one of my lucky viewers. Have a great night, day, weekend, week, whatever. And I will see you guys next time. Bye!